Everyone's suddenly talking about ontology. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what it is, how to build one for your code base this week, and that's the promise. So let's start with the word itself because it sounds intimidating. Ontology. It is the simplest definition I can give you. An ontology is a formal map of what exists in a system, the things, their properties, and how they relate to each other. Not a glossary, not a folder structure, a map of meaning. Let me make that concrete. A glossary tells you a service is a deployable unit of code. Fine. An ontology tells you a service exposes endpoints. A service depends on other services. A service owns tables. A service emits events. And you see the difference, right? It's not just naming things. It's capturing the relationships in a form that a machine can actually read and reason over. So why is everyone talking about them now? One word, agents. Here is the thing. When you onboard a new engineer, you don't hand them a million lines of code and say, good luck. You draw them a picture. Here are the core concepts. Here's how payments flow. Here is what talks to what, and so on and so forth. AI coding agents need the exact same thing. When you drop an agent into raw code base, it's like a brilliant contractor wandering through a building with no blueprints. It can read every wall, but it doesn't know which ones are load bearing. Give that same agent an ontology, a structured map of your system, and the quality jumps. Because now it's not just guessing the architecture, it knows it. Let's talk about what this actually does for you, even before agents enter the picture. 3 things. First, change impact. You want to modify your auth module. What breaks? With ontology, that's a query, not archaeology dig. Second, faster features. New features almost always map to existing concepts. The ontology tells you where the logic lives and what you can reuse instead of you rediscovering it every time. Third, integrations. When a third party connects to your system, they don't care about your file structure. They care about your concepts, orders, customers, payments. An ontology gives you that clean semantic layer to expose without leaking your internals. Okay, so how do you actually build for an existing project? 5 steps. Step 1, define your concepts first. Top down. Sit down and list the 10 to 30 core entities in your domain. Not 300, 10 to 30. Business concepts, not just code artifacts. Step 2, pick a representation. You don't need a graph database on day 1. You don't need a formal OWL standards. Structured markdown files living in your repo, versioned with your code. That's it. Start there. Step 3, extract bottom up. Use your dependency graphs, your API specs, and honestly, use an LLM. Have it draft the entities and relationships from the code. Then you correct it. The machine drafts it and you judge it. That's the pattern. Step 4. Link every concept to real code. Every node in your ontology should point to actual paths and modules. An ontology that floats above the code is just documentation. An ontology that's anchored to the code is a tool. And step 5, keep it alive. Add a line to your PR template. Did this change such a concept? Because a stale map is worse than no map. People trust it and it lies to them. That's it. That's the whole play. So let's land this. An ontology is a machine-readable map for what exists in your system and how it relates. It's having a moment because AI agents are only as good as the context we give them. And an ontology is the highest leverage context there is. And you can start this week with nothing more than markdown files in your repo. The code bases that win in the agentic era won't be the biggest ones. They'll be the best mapped ones. Draw the map. If this was useful, you know what to do and tell me in the comments. See you in the next one.